And today in federal court, opening statements in one of the largest pandemic-era fraud cases in the entire country. This is the Feeding Our Future scheme, and right now 7 out of 70 defendants are on trial. Rob Olson joining us live after sitting in opening statements. And Rob, walk us through what was said today.
Yeah, these first 7 of 70, as you mentioned, to go on trial. It's alleged that they're responsible for about $40 million of the alleged $250 million total fraud. There are 18 who've already pled guilty in this, and 1 will testify during this trial. But today, the U.S. Attorney's Office told jurors that they have a mountain of evidence about fraudulent meal sites and fraudulent forms and reporting and money that went out. The defense says these were legitimately served meals, and they say that they have the evidence to prove it. The government told jurors that the 7 defendants, through the sponsor Feeding Our Future and another called Partners in Nutrition, together stole $40 million in federal meal funding through the relaxed rules of the COVID pandemic. This case is about an outbreak of another sort, said Assistant U.S. Attorney Matthew Ebert, about lying to get money. In a word, fraud. He said they registered countless meal sites in places like strip malls and apartment buildings, submitted claims of feeding hundreds, sometimes thousands of children every day, submitting forged rosters filled with fake names, but did not serve any food. The defendants, he said, simply pocketed the children's lunch money. Defense attorneys told jurors that if there was fraud, their clients didn't know anything about it. One said his client did not act with an intent and purpose to defraud the government. They defended the small size of the meal site, saying kids didn't eat there, that parents would come pick up food, that jurors will see pictures showing cars lined up, as well as evidence showing that the meals were real. You're going to see proof of so much food, a defense attorney said, food that was packaged and ready to be delivered. Prosecutors allege that millions of dollars were spent on homes, luxury vehicles, and sent out of the country. Defense attorneys said this was all legit. One said the reason he made a lot of money is because he provided a lot of meals. The first witness that took the stand late in the day after all the opening statements were done, and there were a lot of them. Again, the prosecution and then 7 defendants here, although the 7th did not have an opening statement. The first witness on the stand, though, the director of the Child Nutrition Program with the Minnesota Department of Education. Now, they were the ones that just facilitated the USDA program. She's just getting into how this program worked. Tomorrow she'll be back on the stand to talk about the red flags they first saw and how they tried to stop it. Live in Minneapolis, Rob Olson, Fox 9.